This is just kind of the risk that you take when you arbitrage. Not a lot of people like to talk about it, but it is a very real reality. We've generated $85,000 in revenue in this house, which is not bad. On average, including all vacancies, more than double the rent. There is one thing though. After just 1 year of having this place on the market, the owners decided to end our lease. And this is the first time that we've actually been asked to end a lease outside of an owner selling the property. One of our top requests from the community is to do home tours. Tours of homes that we actually have in our portfolios that are actually on the IMTR market and performing, or maybe not performing in some cases. And so today I'm going to take you on a tour of one of my favorite homes. Myself and Jackie together did the design on this. And the reason we were so heavily involved is because we took the first year and actually lived in this house with our family, with our kids, and really got to know the neighbors and the neighborhood. And we got to take our time furnishing it, and it turned out really nice. Real quick before we get going, let me give you the stats on this house. This house was built in 2015. It's just over 3,000 square feet. It's got 3 full bedrooms and then a master, so that makes 4, and it's got 3 full bathrooms as well. And then it's got a large size office or bonus room. We used it as a gym, as a full-size, full-size home gym. It's in a nice neighborhood. The schools are rated well, and it's got great access to the highway right here. So let me take you around and show you. This is the entry area. Now this home is in North Texas, DFW area. It's in a nice neighborhood. The homes are pretty close to each other, but it's a newer neighborhood. So this is a later 2000s build. We got this entry table over here. I mean, everything we got here, we either got on a good deal or we found. Our daughter loves books, so these bookshelves came in clutch. It did come with a ladder, and we did take that out when we put it on the IMTR market and moved out just to eliminate the liability. Here's our huge dining table. This was an awesome home to host guests, nice and spacious. It's a 4-bedroom and 3 bath. So this guest bathroom even has a shower, 3 full baths. Over here down the hall, we got 3 bedrooms. There's a laundry room in there. This is one of our guest bedrooms. Really nice. Each bedroom has full walk-in closet. Here's another, we got 2 twin XLs in here. And then we've got a queen in here. Use the blue theme over here. And then here is the bathroom with a full tub shower that is used for these bedrooms. And then over here, we've got the living room. So we went with modern vibes on this one. Got a huge, and this is super heavy, this coffee table, but it's so nice. I believe it's Restoration Hardware. This is a Pottery Barn rug, mounted a pretty large size TV, got an awesome faux palm over there. Got this fully modular sofa that seats a lot of people. It's got a great gas fireplace there. Lots of lighting here during the day. Lots of places to sit at the bar. Little breakfast nook over here. We added a Lazy Susan. I swapped out the chandelier to something a bit more modern, and really spacious, open kitchen. Lots of storage, lots of room. You could have track meets over here, do 100-meter sprints. And then this is the master. We got a little setup here, a stand-sit desk in case anyone wants to do work. Really cool canopy bed that we found. This over here is an R House couch that we found secondhand for a steal. And then here is the master bath with a shower and bath there. And it's got a huge walk-in closet here. So this is a good size house. The thing about vetted homes is that we love to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think it's really important to share all aspects of how a house does. Now this house, we've had on the IMT market for the last 12 months, and we've generated $85,000 in revenue in this house, which is not bad. This is an arbitrage house, and our rent is $34.50. So we've generated, on average, including all vacancies, more than double the rent, just slightly. We feel every time someone checks in, like we're totally at ease because we know this is such a nice house, so well furnished that we get no complaints about it. There is one thing though, and that is this. This is the gym. I happen to do some consulting for the commercial fitness industry, and so I have a lot of really nice commercial grade equipment that I had in the full-size office. And as you can see, it's currently in the garage. This, unfortunately, is a story of the bad. Now, it could be worse, but I would still consider it pretty bad. And the reason I consider it bad is because after just 1 year of having this place on the market, the owners decided to end our lease. And this is the first time that we've actually been asked to end a lease outside of an owner selling their property. Now, we don't know why exactly they are ending the lease. It might be because of pressure from the neighbors, and they don't like that this is a revenue generating house when there's a lot of kids in the neighborhood. It's a really tight-knit Indian American neighborhood. So we think it's that. We don't deal directly with the owners because they don't speak great English. We deal with their children. And they just told us that there was complaints from the neighbors. So we don't know if that's true or not, but this is what we know. We don't own this house, and we're totally subject to whatever the owners want to do. In this case, they want to terminate the lease. And that is part of the bad of arbitraging. You know, there's a lot of upside to arbitraging. You can make quick money, and you can make good profits, good margins without a heavy upfront investment. This house, we invested about $20,000, just over $20,000 in furnishings. So, it could have been much more. As I said, we took our time and we found some great deals. But the downside is, that first year, you're really eating up your profits with that furnishing investment. So it's really by the second year in a good property that you really start seeing an ROI. And so that was about to start happening, but unfortunately, it can't happen anymore. So now I'm taking apart my gym, which is no small feat, and I am putting it back into my own storage. And we got movers coming in tomorrow, and they're gonna get rid of all this beautiful furnishing, all these beautiful pieces, and we're gonna store it until we find another house to put it in. This is just kind of the risk that you take when you arbitrage. Not a lot of people like to talk about it, but it is a very real reality. So keep it in mind, be wise in your investments, really make sure you're interviewing. For those of you that are just starting arbitrage, I really encourage you, interview your homeowners the best you can, and really make it so that they're not only vetting you, but you're vetting them, and they feel that way and they see that. That way they feel like, wow, yeah, I passed the test. I want to work with these guys. I don't want to pull out early. Unfortunately, like I said, these homeowners don't speak great English. So, there was not a strong way for us to do that like we normally do. It's been a great house. I don't regret it at all. My family has some great memories here, but unfortunately, this week we're gonna have to say goodbye, and a little chunk of our profits is gonna have to go into moving costs because I'm not moving all this furniture. I'm way too busy, and I got too many kids to take care of to have to worry about lifting furniture all day. Anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. Check out our other videos, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. See you soon.